Good morning. It's the 28th of June 2012, and we have a sideways market going into the open in 5 minutes. However, look at our 610. He's flat underneath a flat Bollinger line. He could pop up here and make for a nice up. What negates that idea is this 987 MACBB line. We're right on the rail, and that means that he's going to prevent this from coming up. 1597, however, shows a lot of separation, so he could allow this to happen. Let's see what we got on 4181. 4181 is looking like strong, but there is some strong down, but there is some separation over here. Let's get him off of Universal. Got a strong BB down forming. It'll be a while before it closes. If it comes below the Bollinger Band, it'll be a strong down move. No volumes yet. We'll see what happens in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm in for a long based on the fact that the 610 came above the lower Bollinger Band. It's kind of a risky trade at the open.
233, change down. Change up.
Okay, now the 610's coming up to the upper Bollinger Band. We'll see if that provides resistance or lets it through. 987's looks like it could come up from underneath. So far we're just getting sideways action, but that 610 said go long, so I'm doing it.
Change 610, change down.
Stop filled.
Alright, I got taken out, so that was a pretty good head fake. Threw off my indicator. And perhaps I should have been known better with this
377, change down.
This downward action and the chop we've been having lately. Okay, I'm in for another long. We had our 987 come up from below.
233, change down.
That's a really strong upward indicator. I would still been in this first trade if I had set my stops conservatively below this most recent pivot.
And 233, change up.
Should be able to get up to this major fib here. If this 1597 comes above its Bollinger Band, that would be a nice sign. We've got plenty of separation here. This could easily bounce up. We haven't closed below on the 10K.
1597, change up.
Alright, we're rising now. tough to have faith in your indicators, but I think it's critical. Okay, we're experiencing some resistance here at the upper Keltner. That's to be expected. See if we can get through there. This 987 chart, we're right on that resistance of that upper Bollinger Band. Got pretty good separation on 610. That's another indicator that it could be weakening. 440s at the center line. We'll see if we can pop through there.
144 alert.
Getting a little pullback. Now it looks like 987 could come up to the rail. If it gets on that upper Bollinger Band rail, then we should see more up. Okay, we'll see if we can pop.
233, change up.
We've popped through this resistance that we were seeing. Okay, it's time to move our stop. And see, we're at this this resistance point, 769.8. We're right at that. Let's see if we can get through there. There's a lot of historical action at this point. Okay, we're through that. 610 coming to center line. Could see some resistance here. 1597 should be able to get up to here and meet this upper Bollinger, which is got a strong downward bias. Okay, I don't like the looks of this. Okay, 610 looks like he's getting through. Okay, we're going to close this trade.
Order target filled.
Alright. Okay, we've really stalled out here. It's tempting to want to take a short. Now we're approaching this major fib where I had that original target, but with this stall out, I went ahead and took 2.5 points, 2.4 points. And now the question is this going to be a pivot point here? So we're going to be watching for that. Okay, we have shot through the resistance level found here. Now we're at another one right here. 772.3 or so. How high can she go? Here's a Good point. We had indicators rising this whole time. So did price. This plateau knocked me out, but took a nice profit. But look what hanging in there with the indicators would have done for me. Got a nice double here. But indicators are not agreeing, so I'll stay out. I took a short, perhaps prematurely, but I kind of like the shapes here. Got a nice down V, bulge, separation at resistance here. So I think we're going to have a little ride down. Now let's see how far. Okay, we're making a little headway here. For this very short fib area, here's a target. If we get to that, consider exiting. Big overall target would be way down here. It's 765. Okay, we're at a crucial time here to see if 610 rolls over and down. We're getting kind of a sideways pattern, so that's not as appealing as it might be. $41.81. This could easily be a bear flag, so we'll stay in this trade. Okay, we're making some headway now. Getting down to this area.
Target filled.
Okay, so we're going to take our profit there at this predicted area. And let's see how we're doing. Had a pretty big stop off to start out the day. We're now at 2.3 points. So I'm pretty tempted to close for the day. Let me think about that. Okay, that prediction worked out of this being a decent target. And isn't it wonderful how the market is predictable? Not 100%, that's for sure, but it is predictable. And I think I'm going to call it for a day. Again, I had 3 trades, one big stop out that occurred here. I had a good indicator saying go long, but I didn't allow a healthy stop below this pivot. So if I had, I could have been in that trade for a long time. I think that's a goal. I want to be able to make that kind of achievement, but could be difficult. In any case, we got a good indicator here coming from below on the 987. Hung with that for basically my general target of 2.5 points. That was 2.4. When it stalled out here, I got out. The indicators didn't say get out. If I would have stayed in, that'd have been a couple more points there. Then we got up to this resistance area right in here from previous days. That's on another chart. I use 1597 to keep track of those, and I just watch. Don't want to put those lines on this chart because it's already got enough to watch on it. And so I got in here when it broke out from this support level and got about a little over a point there. So I'm pleased with this kind of result on a day, especially this week when Tuesday, Wednesday were incredibly choppy. And my goals for today were to concentrate for 1 hour on trading from 8:30 to 9:30 Central. End up being about a half hour, and then to trade my rules, which are using the MACD BB lines, Fibonacci's, and bar setups. And there was a nice bar setup here, dual bar reversal, indicating we could have a short. Also like to use the patterns that Gabe taught us. And number 3, to consciously put aside bias and trade what I objectively see. Right now I'm heavily biased to the downside for the market, but on an intraday trading basis that really doesn't apply. I mean, we're going to have plenty of ups to take advantage of. Best of trading to you. Any comments you have I'd appreciate, and see you tomorrow.